Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is a little announcement video for uh just a little saga of my life and for just like a notification for both my YouTube subscribers and my family as well on Facebook. So, I'm going to upload this first onto my YouTube channel until possibly until I get like any like updates when it comes to the apartment. So, uh where do I start? So, finally, I have gotten some good news about getting into one of the apartments near the casino that I work at, and it took a lot of prodding. I will not lie, it took a lot of prodding, but um, I I finally am next on the waiting list as of right now, and I am very excited to wait. Hopefully by any day now I'll get in contact with either my aunt or the or a person named Tyler with about a invitation, and then that's gonna be like the only hill I'm gonna have to climb over, the only wall, the only excuse me, the only obstacle to see if I'm finally am going to get one of those apartments, and it's going to be a two-bedroom apartment. I'm pretty sure it's gonna look extremely similar to the first apartment that I moved to up in Red Pine, and I have so many like excitement and thoughts and plans for the apartment, but right now there is a small chance that I could get denied, though I am a pretty much of a clean slate, and I have shown them very much that I'm very interested into getting one of those apartments, especially since I want to be more of a teammate for working at the Fortune Bay Casino, and it would help me out a lot to grow as a person, and I have so many plans to, I don't know, like I have so many plans when it comes to content creating, the apartment itself, the and then just like taking baby steps to grow even more as an adult. And I'm just proud to say that like I might finally be able to got a place on my own, and just a little dabble into like a little bit more of the things that also that makes me proud and more excited. And just to give you guys a little bit more lore about Zom Late Night on the YouTube channel, for a long time I have been sheltered, and I don't really know how to do a lot of things, such as simple stuff like setting up a medical insurance, um, doing taxes, applying for jobs, like all that, like the basic like stuff like that. I never has have been taught pretty well about how to do any of those things. There was a couple of classes during my school life where they would teach you a little bit, but I don't know. I just did not really like the I didn't. I wasn't. I was like nitpicking. I was cherry picking on what I wanted to hear, so that definitely affected me a little bit. But um, other than that, that's the only things I've been taught about in school specifically was probably like um, cooking and doing math. That's pretty much it. But I used to be a math wizard, but nowadays, since I haven't really been practicing too much math since I play a lot of video games. I'm not really as good as I used to be. I'm a little washed, sports fans, but but yeah. So recently, I've been growing a bit more and more and more as I go ahead and chug along. So I am 23 years old, and I can finally say that I was able to finally set up my own medical insurance for the first time. As you guys can see, I got like tape on my glasses, and I was able to finally get my own, like order my own pair of glasses on my own for the first time. And now I'm coming out of my shell, and now I'm actually starting to give up phone calls. I'm starting to do a lot of the things that usually I would get help for, especially since, as you guys would know, I have, well, most of you guys actually don't know this, but fun fact, I do have a small, itsy bitsy tiny bit of a nerf, a little bit of a con, a disability, as you may will, known as fetal alcohol syndrome. And when I was born, unfortunately, out of the three siblings, um, out of the trio, I was heavily affected with it the most, and it definitely impacted a good chunk of my life on during the school life, my mentality when I was a kid, and so much more. But that's gonna be like a whole different mashed meat and potatoes for that whole entire kibosh of a story, and it's definitely gonna be a lot more personal and deeper about me and the lore of, well, for the YouTuber or for the YouTube and Twitch or whatever, Zom and from the family, for everyone else that I'll probably post this onto Facebook to let them know, Carlos. And so within like hopefully within like about the back to the apartment thing now, within about a couple of weeks from now, as of this recording, uh again, as I said at the beginning, near the beginning, either my aunt or Tyla is going to contact me for a unit invitation, and I'll probably, once this gets onto Facebook, and if this does go onto my Facebook, I'll make a post about a possible waiting, uh or not a waiting, but a welcoming party. And I will I'll make a list. Right now I'm still thinking about all the stuff that I need. I still need to make a list and stuff. And as you guys can see, I still have my stuff packed for a very long time. And most of my stuff has been packed for almost a year now. Because for a while I have been poking and prodding about my application, and I've told my story to a good chunk of the housing representatives, about my interest into getting into one of those apartments that is near the casino that I work at. And for my workers, I want to be there for them. I want to be the better. I want, well, not to be the better teammate, but I want to help. I want to be more supportive, and I want to be more loyal towards the casino that I work at. And being able to, let's say for an example, being able to just be a call away or a text away from like, hey, hey Los, we there's a pretty big event tonight. There's gonna be at least 900 people coming over. Do you think you can like do you think you're able to work overtime and come help us out? And it sometimes I, even though like I can be pretty lazy, I am a little bit of a workaholic. And just being able to do that, just, I don't know, it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel nice, like just being able to help out my teammates. Because even though in my room I am pretty lazy when it comes to cleaning, but surprisingly, as dirty as my room can be sometimes, I am a pretty good cleaner over at a casino, which is a little bit funky, but I don't know. This is my domain. This is my man cavern. All right, give me some slack, but but yeah. So hopefully soon I'll be able to post this onto Facebook, and I'll most likely post this on Facebook um whenever I do get the green light to say like, all right, you got the apartment, here's the keys, you move in whenever you want, or you can move in at this date. And then I'm gonna get that ball up and rolling, and then I'll post this onto Facebook, and I'll go ahead and give off a list and the date. Most likely going to be on a weekend where mostly everybody should be free, and about like a little list about like some of the stuff that I might need right off the bat, because I am gonna go try to be as cheap as possible when it comes to getting like furniture, plates, all the house necessities. Pretty much the apartment is going to come with a washer, a dryer, a oven, like a flat electric oven, and a microwave. But other than that, like plates, forks, spoons, and stuff like that is all gonna have to be provided by me, or by like family members, holy English, family members or friends. And I'll also try to see if I can go ahead and reach out to my team as well, because I know a couple of coworkers of mine, they do have some stuff in their stores that they might want to give away, and I'll go ahead and try to capitalize on that. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Facebook stuff. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start yapping to most likely my little community that I've created on YouTube, and uh so if you're watching this on Facebook, you can go ahead and click off if you want. But if you want to hear a little bit more about my yap session, because I might end up getting into a couple of personal stuff, but you feel free to stay if you want. But so holy shit, holy fuck. But yeah. So yeah. So one of my biggest fears about like in life, since I've been pretty sheltered for quite a while, and uh I wasn't really too confident in myself whenever I go ahead and do a lot of things, like especially like with getting my job. Like that was like the first like giant step in my growth of coming out of my box and growing as as a individual or a human being or as an adult. And when I sent out like my application, I did need help. I did get a little bit of help, and I ended up working as a environmental services, and I am proud to be in there. And then eventually I left for like a little while, and then I came back, and this time I was able to do it on my own, and then I managed to get in, and I was a lot more prepared. I was a lot more professional when it comes to the interview. The was it the oh my god for the ADP, sitting on that computer goddamn for like 4 hours, sitting there like answering like questions about about myself and then about the job ethic and learning about like the new policies of the casino and all that yada, all that good textbook stuff. Probably gonna have to learn again pretty soon here if whenever the HR decides to push that out. Oh god. But um so yeah, and then later on down the road, I ended up like, as I mentioned before, I was able to order my own pairs of glasses. I was able to set up my own credit card, and now hopefully I'm able to set up my own apartment. I guess I've been pretty. I don't know. Like I don't want to say like I was like depressed or anything, but like I don't know. I just didn't. I wasn't really too sure where I was going to be in life because again, I normally usually get help for everything, and I never really was able to get the experience that I craved. But uh, but now I finally am, and this is just like a giant like moment in life where I can finally like be more confident to spread my wings, go off into the distance, and just like have my own journey and do my own things. Sure, it may not be much. I may not be like, I'm not gonna go out around the world and like, I don't know, like just like discover a new fucking like mineral or whatever, or like invent a new like invention that's going to change humankind or anything. I'll most likely just be sitting on my ass like this and just like uh probably be like streaming or yapping to the camera about something, or uh or just working. But uh at least like now after the apartment, my next big step in life would probably be getting like a car. And then for my end game when it comes to life, uh my giant long term goal would probably be getting my own house in the future, and I don't know what's gonna happen after that. That's pretty much all I can really think of forward. Because as excited as I am, not everything in life goes as well as everybody hopes. So I am being a little bit more cautious about like getting into the mashed potatoes and gravy here. So there's literally only one more obstacle, one more hill to go over, and that is to make sure that I get accepted to get into departments. Like, yeah, we want this guy to be living over here. He seems to be, we see, we can trust this guy that he will take care of the place and he will make sure to, like, yeah, we're pretty confident that he's going to be able to pay the bills. So, yeah, it's pretty much like the only thing that I'm worried about. But, yeah, as for the future of my content, surprisingly, as, if I do get the apartment, I'll be able to work more hours. I'll be able to have more hours. I'll be able to work 10 hours instead of 8 hours, since I'm free from the constrictions of having the race to get all my tasks done. I gotta make it to the bus. So I gotta make sure I get a ride home, and I'll be able to do a lot of the stuff on my own, like on my own pace. I'll be able to be. I can really let my efficiency, because that's how I've been trained when it comes to cleaning over at the casino. I'm trained to be as efficient as possible, mainly just because it's mainly just so I can make it to the bus. But it's also better to work smarter, not harder. And surprisingly enough, even though I'll be working 2 extra hours every day, surprisingly, I'll actually have a lot more free time to make more content for you guys. And right now, if you're probably wondering, like, where the hell have you been? You haven't been posting a lot on YouTube. It's probably because I've been streaming on Twitch for quite a while. And if you guys want to go ahead and follow me on Twitch, I've been streaming a lot more on there recently, even though right now it's kind of best to stream on YouTube. I'm just feeling lazy right now, just because for every stream on YouTube, I have to set up the bio, I have to set up the thumbnail, and I'm the type of person who has ADHD, and I'm always switching games. And if I want to switch a game, I gotta I gotta change the title, change the thumbnail, and then yeah, it's a bit of a hassle. So I've been streaming a lot more on Twitch. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, it's the same exact username as my YouTube channel, Zom_late night. I'm pretty sure whoever's watching this is most likely watching this on the computer, on YouTube or whatever, and you can just go ahead and copy paste my name and you'll be able to find me there. But yeah, and so expect more content after, when I get settled down over at the apartments, because of course I got to get all the stuff over there. I got to go ahead and make sure that I'm on a okay footing on like furniture and all that stuff, and then I gotta some furnitures I might have to build. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to. I think next payday I'm probably gonna have to get like a nice big tool set, just so whenever like I do order like a new piece of furniture or something like that, or like a new gaming chair or whatever, and I have to build it, I'll have the tools necessary to build such thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it about the apartment. I am hopefully the next video I'll upload would probably be like just like a video of just me like moving into the apartment, and just like a little vlog video, just a nice little wholesome vlog video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Expect some more content in the future if I do manage to get the apartment. If I don't, then I'll let you guys know about that, and I'll let you guys know about my plans in the future on another place, because I do have backup ideas. But right now, the best place for me would be right next to the casino that I work at, being able to walk back and forth rather than having to stay up such as late as this and slowly wear my body down from the really poopy sleep schedule that I have to tolerate. But sometimes sometimes that just happens, and you just got to push through it, and you got to just go ahead and just conquer it, really. And but yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little like personal like yap session from uh from me. Uh yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. See ya.